The SANWO-OLU Ambassadors Campaign and Inauguration of Local Government and LCDA Executive Committee's members was held at Bosco Office Oduduwa Crescent, Jare, Ikeja, Lagos, with many dignitaries in attendance, known for their determination in the actualization of SANWO-OLU's second-term mandate for a greater Lagos and a replication of APC's victory at the forthcoming presidential polls. The inauguration of its new members in various local government constituencies is a strategic development that will better position the SANWO-OLU ambassadors in facilitating the needed support at the local levels for the second-term bid of SANWO-OLU. The event started with prayers and songs with a welcome address by Director General Ambassador Tai Elemesho, and members of the State EXCO were introduced by State Secretary Ambassador Mrs. Adebisi Ikusawe JP. Vote of thanks by Deputy Senate Coordinator Ambassador Rotimi Ogumiwa, and responses from some coordinators and guests at the event speaking to the media.
God to provide us somebody that we do something tangible and benefit to this economy, because the economy is a total shambles. So that's why we are praying very hard to Almighty Allah to give us an economy planner that will elevate us out of this economic shambles.
Wow, we are going to see a very good turnaround in the history of election in Lagos State, because this time around every nooks and corner that need to be touched had been touched, and there are going to be a very great outcome in the election results.
We've been out there actually in the past 4 years of SANWO-OLU's administration. Well, let me say 3.5 years. By the grace of God, early next year is going to be 4 years on his seat. And I tell you, we're going to have 4 plus 4, because it's obvious what the governor has been doing, and of course the party has been supportive of every of his move. In the area of empowerment of women, he has done tremendously well through the Office of Women Affairs Commissioner. And the party women are also beneficiaries of all these goodies. And that is why we have a lot of them out there wanting Jide SANWO-OLU to come back as governor of Lagos State. And of course, our own principal that has done so well for us in this state, because we are following his blueprints in this state. Governors after governors, it's because of the blueprint that Bola Ahmed Tinubu created. That is what we are following. So that, therefore, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is, by the grace of God, going to be the president of this country in 2023. And of course, Governor Jide SANWO-OLU is taking back his seat. We don't have any vacancy in Lagos, so nobody should even bother.
Inauguration speech by State Coordinator Ambassador Otumba Ahmed Gafar preceded presentation of certificate of recognition to the LGA and LCDA coordinators. Honorable Ayodeji Amodu, the Senior Special Assistant to the Governor on Housing, also spoke on the giant strides of the SANWO-OLU's government and why he should return for second term.
Mr. Governor, in his magnanimity, in his focus, has done a lot. As we can all see, like he used to say, you cannot pretend to not to hear what we have done, but you cannot also pretend not to say you have not seen what we are doing in Lagos State. My principal, Mr. Babajide Olusola SANWO-OLU, is a very focused governor. He premised his development in Lagos State on the team's agenda, which, if you look at the team's agenda, T for transport and traffic management, H for health and environment, E for education and technology, M for making Lagos a 21st century economy, the other E for environment, security and governance. He has touched every part of all the 6 pillars which he premised his governance upon. Look at traffic and transport management. Transport and traffic management. You can see what he has done in the area of transportation. Now he has just commissioned the red line and the blue line, which is going to take off before the end of this quarter, this second term. And the beginning of next year, the first quarter, the red line too will take off. Look at the Lag Ferry. Before now in Lagos State, you cannot transport yourself with water transportation. It was very poor. Lagos State government has built jetties on all our waters. They have bought new boats. People can commute from one place to the other and ensure that they move safely with all guards. And that has been what he has been doing. Yes, people will say traffic management has been a bit poor. Yes, we are doing a lot of construction. Mr. Governor is an infrastructure governor.
The SANWO-OLU ambassadors are working tirelessly on the mandate of the sellable governor, Babajide SANWO-OLU, that will further extend the goodwill of his governance in Lagos.
We created this platform, SANWO-OLU ambassadors, in order to help our principal, Governor Babajide Olusola SANWO-OLU. We know that he has been doing so much for the past 3.5 years that he's been elected. And we can't just fold our arms. All of us cannot fold our. He's our friend, he's our brother. And in 2019, we did the same, though not this kind of magnitude of going to the roads, going to the street, going to the markets, forming a group to campaign for him. But this time around, we want him to win massively. We want him to win the election, 2023 election massively. That is why we gathered ourselves together, formed SANWO-OLU ambassadors, so that we can assist in campaigning for him. We don't want to do this work alone, and we cannot go to all the local governments, the 57 local governments in the next 6 months. So we want our coordinators in the local government to assist in holding on to some of the local governments by going round. Or they know their people. They know those that are voting age. They know those that can come out to vote. That's why we inaugurated these SANWO-OLU ambassadors coordinators in all the local governments in Lagos State. Right now, we have about 45 local governments. The remaining local governments we are still going to cover. We are still going to get our coordinators for them. For now, we have 45 local governments and LCDAs that we have coordinators. So they are meant to go around their people, campaigning for our principal, Governor Babajide SANWO-OLU. We are going to be visiting them when the campaign starts. They've not lifted the campaign. As soon as they lift the campaign in October, we will visit each of these LCDAs and local governments to campaign with them. We are not going to leave them alone. You can be sure we will still invite you to follow us, run all these LCDAs and local governments. We have coordinators very soon. The youths are leaders of tomorrow. It might be difficult for now, but I know we are going to get there. Look at Governor SANWO-OLU, he's still a youth. You understand? He's just 57. So we want people that are youthful, the youth, to go out and vote. If you don't vote for the right choice, you can't get there. You understand? But when they vote for the right choice, you understand, we are getting there. In the next 8 years, you are going to be seeing the president that is less than 50. You are going to be seeing a governor that is less than 50. But the youth must participate in voting so that they have a say, so that they have a voice, so that they can decide, they can tell the president, whoever is the president, which we believe is going to be Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, because I know Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu very well. If they vote Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Nigeria will be better for it. Forget the fact that people are saying he's old, but I know Asiwaju very well. He's going to bring the best hands, Igbos, Yoruba, Hausa, and in the next 6 months, after he has been elected, you will see what is going to happen. I can assure you, I can beat my chest for Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu that he's going to perform beyond everybody's imaginations. So by the grace of God, we wish him the best of luck. We wish Governor SANWO-OLU the best of luck. We are proud of him. He has done so much. Go around Lagos. I have witnessed 16 or 17 housing estates he has commissioned. I have witnessed so many ITC centers he has opened. I have witnessed the roads he has done. I have witnessed the schools he has commissioned. You understand? So that is why we are proud to associate ourselves. If SANWO-OLU did not perform, all of us will bury our faces in shame. We won't be able to say, let us campaign for this man, because we will be stoned. But we know we can go to anywhere and they will say, yes, SANWO-OLU people, these are SANWO-OLU because he has performed. and we want him to do more come 2023 when he's voted for the second term.